You know what's fascinating? The way people look at you now, looking through eyes filled with questions, wondering where that soft person went. They whisper behind closed doors, ask what happened to that gentle soul they once knew. But here's the thing that makes me smile. Dramatic pause. You weren't meant to stay the same. Every scar, every betrayal, every time they pushed you down, created something extraordinary. Think about it for a moment. When was the last time a butterfly apologized for leaving its cocoon behind? Never. Because transformation isn't a choice, it's survival. They'll ask why you changed. But let me tell you something that'll shake their core. You didn't just change, you evolved. Like a phoenix rising from its own ashes. Each flame that tried to destroy you became the very fire that forged your wings. Remember those nights? When their words cut deeper than knives. When their actions left you questioning everything. That wasn't your breaking point. That was your turning point. They thought they were dimming your light. But what they really did, they taught you how to shine in the dark. Every time they tried to silence your voice, it grew louder. Every time they tried to break your spirit, it grew stronger. You see, the universe has this beautiful way of turning poison into medicine and pain into power. They'll look at you now with those questioning eyes, wondering where that pushover went. The one who always said yes. The one who bent until breaking. But that version of you, that version served its purpose. You're not their puppet anymore. Their strings can't control you because you've learned the most powerful truth. Real strength comes from being broken and rebuilding yourself. Every piece they shattered, you picked up, examined, and turned into armor. They'll never understand how their attempts to destroy you only taught you the art of reconstruction, how their darkness only showed you your own light. So, when they ask what happened to you, stand tall. Let your transformation speak for itself. Because you didn't just survive their storm, you became the hurricane. And that's the beauty of metamorphosis. It's not about what they did to you. It's about what you chose to become. Because of it, the old you didn't die. They evolved into something they never saw coming. Something they can't control. Something they can't comprehend. And that's exactly how it should be. Because diamonds don't apologize to coal for becoming what pressure made them. This is just the beginning of your magnificent transformation, the unveiling of your true power, the revelation of your authentic self. Stand in your truth, wear your changes like a crown, because every scar, every tear, every moment of pain has led to this version of you. This unstoppable force of nature. They'll keep asking why you changed, but the real question is, how could you not when the world shows you its teeth? You don't stay soft. You grow fangs. And that's not bitter. That's brilliant. Listen closely now, because what I'm about to tell you will shake the very foundation of who you thought you were. They say change is gradual, like water shaping stones. But sometimes it hits you like lightning. One day you wake up and realize their words don't hurt anymore. Their opinions don't matter. Their power over you is gone. That's not weakness leaving your body. That's wisdom entering your soul. Every tear you shed watered the garden of your strength. They wanted you to stay small, to fit in their tiny box of expectations. But you, dramatic pause. You outgrew their limited vision. Remember this truth when they try to make you feel guilty for becoming who you were always meant to be. Your growth is not a betrayal. It's a declaration of independence. Look at your hands. These aren't just hands anymore. They're architect's tools, rebuilding a masterpiece from the ruins they left. Every time they said you can't, you whispered, asterisk, watch me, asterisk. Every time they said stay down, you stood taller. This transformation, it isn't just about survival anymore. It's about thrival, about becoming so powerful that their darkness can't touch your light. They'll say you've grown cold, but they don't understand that what they call coldness is really just your boundaries on fire. You're not their puppet anymore, not their doormat, not their emotional punching bag. You're a force of nature, and nature doesn't ask permission to grow. It doesn't apologize for taking up space. It simply blooms. Let them talk, let them wonder, let them waste their breath asking why. While you're busy becoming who you were always meant to be, this version of you, the one they call different, the one they can't control, this is your masterpiece. Every scar they gave you became a star in your constellation. Every wound they inflicted turned into a weapon in your arsenal. You're not just changing, you're evolving, breaking free from their expectations, shattering their limitations. And here's the truth they can't handle. The more they tried to dim your light, the brighter you learned to shine, the stronger you became. So stand tall in your transformation. Wear your changes like battle armor, because every piece of you they tried to break has become the foundation of your empire. You're not their cautionary tale. You're not their failed experiment. You're the phoenix they never saw coming. Let them ask their questions. Let them wonder what happened, while you continue to rise, higher than their limited minds could ever imagine. Now listen, because this is where your story takes flight. They thought breaking you would be their legacy, but your resurrection, that became their nightmare. Every piece they shattered, every dream they tried to crush, became the foundation of something magnificent. You see, the universe has this way of turning victims into warriors. And you're living proof. When they pushed you to the edge, they never expected you to learn how to fly. When they buried you in darkness, they never thought you'd learn to glow. That's the thing about transformation. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for approval. It simply happens. And now look at you, standing in your power, wearing your scars like medals of honor. Your pain transformed into purpose. They'll keep asking what changed, but they're asking the wrong question. The real question is, how could anyone stay the same? After seeing the truth behind their masks, your evolution, it's not just a change, it's a revolution, a complete rewiring of your soul's DNA. Every tear you shed, every night you spent rebuilding, every moment you chose to rise, added another layer to your strength. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving, in ways they never thought possible, in ways that make them question their own power. Let them wonder, let them whisper, let them try to understand what happens when you push a star too far. Because here's the truth, the one they're too afraid to face. They didn't break you, they simply removed all the parts that weren't really you. Stand in that truth, let it fill your lungs, let it pump through your veins. You are your own masterpiece. The old version of you didn't die. They transcended into something more powerful, more authentic, more real. So, when they ask about the change, when they look at you with those questioning eyes, smile, because you know something they don't. You know that every wound they inflicted became a portal to your power. Every betrayal they committed became a lesson in self-love. This is your story now. Your transformation, your triumph, your truth. Let them keep their questions. Let them keep their confusion. While you keep rising, higher, stronger, unstoppable. Because at the end of the day, you didn't just change. You didn't just evolve. You became who you were always meant to be. And that is the greatest revenge of all. Not living in their shadow, but casting your own light. Rise up, stand tall, let your transformation be the testimony that sometimes the most beautiful things come from the darkest places. You are the storm now, the force they never saw coming, the power they can't contain, the light they can't dim, and that is your ultimate victory, not just surviving their chaos, but becoming your own kind of magnificent. Remember, you didn't change for them. You changed for you, and that makes all the difference. Stand in your power. Own your transformation, because this is just the beginning of who you're meant to become.